So what's up guys, it's TechPeak again here, and today we're going to do the video about the basic installation of Linux Ubuntu on the VirtualBox. So let's do it guys. So first, all you have to do is to go to the VirtualBox official site, and you have to download the version you want. Depends if you're using Windows, Linux, or if you're using the basic Mac OS. If you're using Windows, just pick the Windows hosts. If you're using Linux, use Linux distribution or Solaris host, whatever you're using. I don't know. I'm going to pick up Windows, so but I'm not going to download it because I already installed this application. So first you have to do this. Then you go to the Ubuntu official site. Just a second. Right here, and you download Ubuntu. That's all what you have to do. When you have these two things set up, you're going to set up a brand new machine. You're going to go with Linux/Ubuntu. So here we're going to be having Linux. We're having Ubuntu. I'm using 64-bit. You can use 32-bit. I don't know what you're using. So okay. We're going to create a virtual hard drive. Well, we can even use the existing hard drive from the Mac, whatever. Just create a brand new virtual hard drive. I'm going to use the existing one, and this is the basic memory you're going to be using on your computer. I'm going to set up 8 gigs because I've got 16 gigs on this computer. Otherwise, the operating system would run perfectly on 4 gigs, even on 2 gigs, because I've been using it on 2 gigs. Like, I think I have 2 systems running on 2 gigs, but I don't really remember right now. So whatever, just pick 8 gigs or how much you have. Set up, create, then go to settings, storage, and right here you pick the ISO image. So I'm going to pick up Ubuntu because that's the ISO image we want to install, right? Just when you go here, just choose this option, and then I don't know, this PC, you're probably going to have it right here somewhere at downloaded files. So let's do it like this, then enter, size 1.41 gigs. Okay, that's not that bad. So yes, this is basically it. This is a hard drive. This is okay. So press OK and double tap on the Linux Ubuntu machine, whatever you've named it, and now it's going to start. So the first thing we're going to have to pick is the install option. So do we want to install it, or do we want to run it like kind of, I don't know, a live USB, or just as a live machine, whatever you have to pick it right here in options. So I need to wait now for the machine to properly boot up. So I don't really know what just happened. Something started popping up, something. Whoa. I guess I'm running live Ubuntu right now. Okay, this is not bad. English continue. Oh, so this is some kind of a new version. No, oh, okay. I apologize. This is the actual ISO file I made personally. It was pre-made. I'm going to power off the machine. I need to change the boot file because this file was already used, and I have to go to desktop, close. I have to pick the ISO file. Now I forgot where I truly have it. Just a second. VirtualBox, Linux, Ubuntu. I don't know why the search machine is not finding any files. But I'm sure it was the proper file, but I don't know what just happened. Like, I'm really not sure what's going on right here. Oh, okay. This is the proper ISO file. Okay. That was the live file. That's why it just booted in. Because if you use the live one, that is meant to go right into the operating system without even installing it. Oh. And this is Kali Linux, I guess. Okay, then we're installing Kali Linux today, guys. So we're going to go with the graphical install. It really doesn't matter which Linux we install because they're all meant to work on the same way and they're all installed on the same way. So if you're gonna be really running Ubuntu, you can do it the same as I do because everything is going to be the same. So let's just leave it United States, American English, of course. So let's go on. The installer is loading, installing components right now. Okay, no, it's detecting hardware, configuring the network, and then I'm probably going to have to pick the proper name. So I'm going to be using Kali slash Linux. Oh, okay, apologize for this. Oh, I didn't know it didn't allow that, so whatever. So I'm gonna go like with the basic install, whatever. That's the point where you have to pick the name. This is a domain name. This is the name of the network, but you usually don't have to install it because install it. You don't have to write anything in here because the main purpose of this is like you're going to be using this machine, as a virtual machine. So it's going to automatically gain the network you're using on the actual machine. So that's why you don't need to set it up. This is the root password. I'm just going to type in root, oh, root, and the second time root here, enter. Uh, you have to pick the time zone. Okay. Now it's going to detect disks, the ones we've created before. So you just press here, press enter again. If you want the partition to be, if you want everything on one partition, otherwise you can choose the second or third one. It's going to create secondary partitions, um, but this one is the, how would I say, it's the most recommended one because it's the easiest way to install it, because sometimes you can get issues for not having enough space. So I recommend you use the primary one. So yes, this so I just pressed enter twice, and now you have to set up yes because you want to do these changes because the Linux operating system wants so. And now it's installing the basic system. This is probably going to take a few minutes, so you can go out, take a coffee, and you'll hear back from me in a few minutes. So yes. Welcome back, guys. We're here again. So that basic installation it went through, and this window just popped up. So you want to use the network mirror. You're going to probably say yes because that's the purpose of installing the actual virtual machine, right? So now you're going to wait for it to configure, but after this, I think you shouldn't have any problems and the machine should be set up, and it's probably going to take like another 5 minutes, but then it should be okay and the machine should boot up properly. So we'll see right after this. So it's installing okay. This is a good sign. We've done everything properly. It's installing the bootloader and on the M. So this is the master boot record or MBR. You probably want it to install right here. So you're just gonna pick this one, enter, and now you just wait for it to install. And after this, I think it's over. This was the last setup we had to do. So yes, as I thought, the proper installation is out. Continue. Now it's going to finish. I'm not sure if it's going to reboot by itself or do I have to reboot it. But I think I can delete the ISO file now. So I'm going to wait for it to end the installations. Then I'm going to kick out the ISO file and then I'm going to boot up. And we'll see if the actual machine boots up properly. But I think there shouldn't be any actual issues with this machine, so yeah. But who knows, right? We'll see in a minute. So I guess the final part is going to take a few minutes, so... Oh, it's done. It's finally done, guys. This is it. And we're booting into Kali Linux, finally. So the main question, is the device going to jump on full screen? See now. So right here, you enter the username and the password you've entered before, press next, then it asks for the login, and that's it. But let me show you with my actual installation. This was just a tutorial. This is the actual installation I'm using right now. Everything is going to be the same because it's the same OS. It's just I don't use that one. So the username, and the machine properly boots up. See, the same thing happens with the other one. It's just a bit different. So as you saw, guys, everything works perfectly. Everything works fine. I'm going to remove this virtual machine right now because I have already created another one. This is my main Kali Linux machine. I've been using this machine for I don't know, many different things, from developing software um, to learning about the basics about actual routing the mobile phones and those things. So yes, this was all, guys, for today. So hope to see you in the next one. If you like this video, please thumbs up. Otherwise, dislike it. So, yes, see you in the next one, guys. Bye.